National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visitor's sideline, there is the Giants head coach. His guys enter play after a truly dominating victory a week ago in all phases of the game. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His team also... Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row?
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown.
That's about as bad as it could possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
York, good on the extra point. And the Browns are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. So, Greg, this was not a Christmas gift in May when the schedule maker said, hi, your season's going to start with back-to-back road games. However, win the first. If you can win here and then head home 2-0, man, this season takes on a very different tone.
There's no question. And, Mike, am I crazy, though? I could make an argument that I'd rather play the away games early in the season. We're fresh. We're not beat up. We don't have a roster that's depleted, getting a lot of new guys into it. When you get into the meat of the season, middle to back end, there's a lot of new guys playing for the first time. Practices are a little shorter. Travel's a little bit harder. You're not feeling as good. So if they could somehow get 2 early road wins here, knowing that now there's a lot of home games as the season unfolds, I actually think they could be doing themselves a favor.
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Giants.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Giants.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. On second down, Dart. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And the Giants are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. A chance now to make up for that earlier pick 6. They have it first and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck to this pass rush.
And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. He's got his big tight end, Darnell Washington. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
We're all top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception. He'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. It's a Browns 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's complete to Jeremy Ruckert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
4-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal on the 6-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Back to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 1st touchdown of the new year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On the handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. On 3rd down, here is Dart. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down. On play action, it is Dart. He'll step up and run. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Carson Schlesinger. He gets in to drop him for his 1st sack of the young season. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. This one complete to Washington. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Dart. Pass complete to Neighbors. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Dart. He got his man. It's Hill. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Giants first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Now he takes off, showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some...
And he's in! Darnell Washington! Touchdown, New York! That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations come in.
He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And the Giants come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Michael Williams. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
On 2nd down, Dart. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 10. Now Dart. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think if the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Sly's kick is good. And the Giants move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going right, it's taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Giants come up with it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
The Giants offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, a run with Irvin. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giant 1st down. Neighbors in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Giants. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. To the goal line and in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Giants. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Browns offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And once again, he loses the football. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple, and sets up third down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. It is third and long. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's second and inches at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Browns. His second touchdown of this first half.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
York, good on the extra point. And the Browns cut the lead to 3, 24-21. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And this is the Lions quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Lions are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. And with that, time to look at what else went down in Week 2 of the NFL's regular season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Browns offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets in for an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100. It would have certainly been a terrific career to this point. Throwing now on 3rd and long, and they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Giants offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Right back to Irving. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
7-yard gain. And the Giants 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, New York.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Give. This is Irving. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one into the hands of Hill. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. Dart going to keep this on his own read. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll run with Gilliam. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
I don't mind the call, giving it to the fullback, thinking he can just kind of plow his way through and pick up the 1st down. But what you're not expecting is for him to actually lose yardage, and that's exactly the case here. Now changes things a little bit now as they face this 3rd down.
Hill brought in motion. 3rd and 2, and it's Dart. Good blocking, and he's in. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Abdul Carter having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks the opener, and he's got another one here.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Finding space at the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dart to the left side in the hands of Hill. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Neighbors in motion. They'll run it. It's Irvin. He'll take this forward for about 5. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. On the play fake, here's Dart. Moving to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. On 1st down, Dart will look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Neighbors in motion. A run on 1st and goal. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Giants. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Edgerrin Cooper on the coverage.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. He's inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. Throwing now on 1st and 10.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. Here's Dart. He gets this into the hands of Green. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. Dart gonna hold on to it himself. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun. It's done. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Dart. Now, screen set up for Irving. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Out of the gun, Third down. It's Dart, and that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing. Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. He'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards. They'll run with Irvin. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. They'll go again here with Irvin. He's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. To throw is Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's caught! And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. His 4th TD grab of the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Out to his right, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Dart going to fake the give and hold on to it, and the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On 2nd and goal, here's the zone read. He will do it himself. He's in. Jackson darts. Touchdown, New York. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jerry and Jones. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we wish you a good night from Cleveland.